Okay, no bombastic intro for today. I'm back after the weekend trip that I mentioned. Many drugs were consumed, exhumed, snorted, and gargled. So I am a bit mentally fatigued, as you other degenerates may relate to. It's honestly just brain fog, bit of tiredness, didn't really sleep too well, blah blah blah, etc. But my girlfriend did make me this absolutely adorable little. Look at that little. Just get to squish its little cheeks. Looks like my butthole. All right. Okay. Today we'll be continuing onwards with crazy scooters. All right. I did the warm up. Oh no, I'm supposed to be doing the sketchbooking course. What the fuck? I guess I'm not doing crazy scooters. Oh shit. uh, did I do the warm up last time? Fuck, I'm gonna have to see my YouTube. Please hold on for intermission whilst I check my channel to see what is next on the fucking. Go away, bro. I'm just trying to look at my channel. What do I have scheduled? Oh, today's video was twisting boxes. So twisting boxes videos are doing pretty shit. I mean, one of them did okay, but part 2 got 6 views. Why? You fuckers. How could you? Anyways. Oh god. Okay, I guess I'm doing line practice today then. So that kind of saves me the trouble of having to think too hard. So with that being said, let me get rid of this paper and just get the line practice paper. And by line practice, I mean the warm up that I do now, right? So okay, cool. And then tomorrow, I guess I'll continue on with the sketchbooking course. Yeah. Okay. So what were we at? We were at box stacking and cylinder stacking. So okay, now I'm shaking the table. Something's always shaking apparently. So let's get to box stacking. And I really want to focus on visualization, right? That's the main thing. Obviously, and also having decent lines as well wouldn't hurt. Let's do something like like that. This can be sort of an extreme perspective, I guess. Right? Uh, that was actually kind of shito, but that is okay because if it wasn't shito, it wouldn't be righto. It's I guess an original by me. Okay, so what I was trying to do was something completely different, but I guess might as well just establish the ground plane while we're at it, right? And then let's have a different. Yeah, let's have a different facing box. Because right now the perspective that's tying them all together is this ground plane, right? We'll keep this in the same perspective. But again, we just need everything to. I may have actually done this completely wrong. But hey, I did preface this with the fact that my brain is not working today. So. Put this here. Okay. I think that's still kind of working. The biggest issue seems to be this, right? Again, boxes all in the same plane, but different perspectives. So this actually really forces one to think about, quote unquote, what Broken Draw said about using your brain as a camera, right? So you could even do something like, we still need to have everything in the same perspective. I think this actually is the biggest issue, this one over here. What we could do is, well, what was the issue? Let's write it down. This right here is unconfident line. I didn't think ahead for this, right? What else? A couple unconfident lines as well, but that seems to be the main issue. I just want to fill this left side up. Let's keep adding things, boxes in different perspective. And again, I really have to think about, let's say I have a box that's like this, right? Okay, well, maybe it's a bit closer. We have to think about, now where can what would the angle be that I could even see this box from, right? Do these all still look like they're on the same plane? This is further away, right? This could be a building, I guess in the context of boxes just being buildings, but oh, even here, maybe if we have another one, right? And maybe this one is actually facing a bit more this way. Now this might not make sense, but technically it does. Because why? Because if there's a box on the same plane, right? So it's just, we just keep going back and back and back and back and back. There it is. If we're going back from here, right? And we just keep, because technically this can all be on the same plane. They just have to look like they are. That comes down to the horizon line. So the horizon line is somewhere here, essentially, right? So all this thing needs to do is that, because it's somewhere here. And then bam. Actually, I didn't even realize these two have the same perspective. I guess I didn't even realize what I was going for. But that is the perspective that I'm trying to reach. Because the ground plane can honestly, if it comes down to the, I have to think about this as well. Like one horizon line there, one vanishing point there, one vanishing point here, right? I think there's some issues here, because if we just box vanishing point, that's what they're going towards. But what is the ground plane? I'm just thinking out loud because I'm trying to figure this out. Is the ground plane something like this? Could it not be just something like this? Doesn't that make sense as well? Like this is just the ground. Yeah, see horizon line somewhere here. Vanishing point, yeah. Maybe horizon line could be a bit higher. But yeah. I'd like to think it does make sense, but let's just try that again. Let me take a little break first. That was just some entertainment for those of you who, well, will likely have not ever even gotten to this point in the video, but also get bored by my spacing impact breaks. So there, now you can look at the little cheekies my girlfriend got me. Very cute, very, very cute. I can't imagine how much work it took her. I mean, if it took me 10 minutes to draw this, I can only imagine how much time it took her to actually weave such an intricate pattern, right? Look at that shit, bro. It's so cute. It's so cute. And look, it's so squishy. God damn it. Amazing. And that's only half the gift she got me. The other half actually got broken off on the other end of the chain. So that's unfortunate. Okay. I'm trying to think. Let's try boxes stacked on top of each other in the same perspective. Well, let's keep making it a ground plane, a very simple ground plane, right? So maybe this one we see much more of the top. So we could do something like, the fuck just fell? My dad probably dropped something. And we could maybe even do something like this. That actually might be a bit incorrect lines wise. And I made that converge way too much. So yeah, again, I'm aware of all the mistakes I make, but sometimes it really is just a matter of being a bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? A bit more attentive, right? And that's why the main thing I keep saying that I need to do is visualize. I actually also, on this trip with my friends, watched the movie Triple R, which is fucking amazing. God damn. I know I've also obviously read all the critiques that it has. It's unrealistic, all that shit. But to be honest, might be because I'm brown, but you go in knowing there's gonna be a sort of lack of realism, and Triple R it does a very great job at make the unrealistic seem grounded, if that makes sense, right? It establishes from the beginning that certain realism attributes of realism are not going to be present in this movie, and it does a great job at also making it very entertaining and fun, which is actually the most important part of this, is that it needs to be fun. And also the fire scene, like that is one of the fucking best introductions I've ever seen to a character, period. Doesn't matter, like anime, Hollywood, whatever. Right? Avengers ain't got shit on that boy. Which is honestly true. I felt way more hype. Also might because I'm brown, and also because, I mean, to be honest, I think brown people do fucking. We've always done Tamil movies, Bollywood movies. We've always done epic very, very well, and I still think Hollywood lacks the sound direction when it comes to epic, quite a bit, to be honest. It definitely lacks the sound direction. Just look at anime. Just look at what they do. It's incredible what they do. And funny enough, my culture has been doing something very similar, completely isolated from anime, all this time as well. That's the thing, right? I'm trying to make this all look realistic, as if they're on the same perspective, being stacked on each other. I think this is more appropriate to what Broken Jaw was trying to explain in his video. Right? I keep making them converge a bit too much, so that's on me. Okay. And then I can do this, which is very difficult. See, I didn't even know how thick that line was getting, but I knew it wasn't looking good. Nice, that's a mistake. But I think these all look pretty stacked. Yeah, I'd say they all look pretty stacked together in the same plane, right? If we take this, what would the plane be? Horizon lies like basically up here somewhere, way up here. Something like that. Yeah, that's much more realistic, I would say. I don't even know how I know this anymore. Let me take a break and maybe I can break it down. Okay, so how am I understanding this? Well, there's this, right? This, okay, well, that's a fuck up. Let me actually mark that. It's always nice to fuck up, because that's when you can really note what's working and what isn't, right? That's a fuck up. Actually, this is also a fuck up. These should be more straight. There you go. Okay, that's okay. This is slightly off. Slightly. Maybe because the line itself isn't that great. But the way I see it is we just need, funny enough, one consistent vanishing point, which in this case is a bottom one, which is essentially, for all intents and purposes, near infinite, right? Once we've established the common vanishing point, we have liberty to change the vanishing point of the other two ones. That's the way I understand it, right? That's why, and also establishing the horizon line. So that's why we're looking at this from the top. This vanishing point is going down somewhere. It'll meet in the middle, right? Quote unquote, meet in the middle at some point, but it won't be for a while, which is why these are essentially even. They're not converging nor diverging drastically. They shouldn't be diverging, especially if we're looking from the top and if it's supposed to be a perfect box. But that's the way I see it, and that this is the plane I've intuited. So somewhere up here, because this vanishing point, they're all going somewhere here. Honestly, technically, like you could probably go for much further back and it'd be around here, right? I guess for the sake of just illustrating a part of the plane, I'm doing this. But yeah, I mean, technically this plane is going towards a vanishing point in the middle somewhere up here. And actually that would be an interesting exercise in sort of practicing a curvilinear perspective, because technically then everything would be going this way, and I have to think like, okay, even if my box is oriented like this, how would that look if it was on this side? I might need to search up some videos on practicing that. That sounds like it'd be a fucking amazing mind bender. But oh yeah, anyways, triple R intro scene, the fire. Fuck me, yeah, best character intro I've personally seen. Right now, that is epic, done right. It, like my friend, he's been wanting to watch it with me, Mr. O, we'll call him, for so long. For 2 years now, 3 years he's been talking about it, and we finally watched it on this trip. And fuck me, silly and called me Sally. I've already used that. Fuck me, Billy and call me Bally. There you go. And yeah, it was well worth the wait. I mean, honestly, wish I saw it earlier, but it is what it is. Okay, let's do another. Should I do another box one? Or I guess we can do an. We can do an ellipse one or a cylinder one, right? Okay, fuck it. Let me do the box one. Finish this off. So let me think. What's an interesting plane? This I've done sort of from the bottom or from the middle. This one I've done from the top. Technically, this is just more so from the middle. I guess I can try from the bottom, right? Okay. This fucky drawing angle, always gonna be fun. Yeah, that theme is also fucking amazing. The fire theme, like one of the main characters' intros. It's stuck in my fucking head. That's actually all I'm hearing while I draw this. Actually, I'm curious if anybody's watching at this point. I am wondering. When you guys are attempting to focus, those of you who are actually taking art seriously and aren't just fucking doodling with your dick, when you are practicing and you're actually making a concentrated effort to focus, how do you do it, right? Like, how is that process for you? Because even though I've listened to all these Hubaman podcasts and I've done my best to pay attention, and even now as I'm talking, I'm building the skill of talking while really focusing, right? Even as I've done all that, I still always have music playing in my head, or a lot of the times, you know? So that is my pain. I'm curious about your pain, or at least your process at the very minimum. That's the intro music I have stuck in my head. Ah, that's a mistake. And you're all about to find out why. Because this is not on the same plane. Now see, that's a good angle to practice. Because it made me make a very... it made me visualize very hard, first of all. Also made me make a mistake. I believe this is a mistake, if I'm not mistaken. That is a mistake. if I'm not mistaken. What the fuck? Can this be real? No, because the thing is, if this is the plane I've established, right? There's some sort of plane here, which this is resting on. Even if this is turned, I don't feel like it would make sense for this to be in this angle. It just wouldn't make sense. This basically looks like a 1 point perspective box, which doesn't exist, right? That's not real. So that's also what's tripping this up. I'm trying to think what it would have looked like otherwise. It might have been more like this. Yeah, because then fucking bruh, if it's not one cap, it's the other. Where the fuck did that's right here? Okay, cool.
Sorry for the ad break, guys.
I actually wish I have ad breaks on my channel at one point. I can't fucking wait to bombard you pieces of shits with ads. Fucking download adblock. I will download a virus on your computer. Come at me, bro. Actually, come on me, bro. Salty, but delicious. So wouldn't this be more like this? If I were to... Ah, I know what I did wrong. This shouldn't even be here. Cause look. Actually, let's think. Okay, so let's say that horizon line is somewhere here. I'm thinking right now, vanishing point for this box specifically, because remember, we're trying to keep the same plane, but just rotate the boxes on the same plane, right? Plane being just a square surface. Not the only square surface, but yeah, I don't know why I did that. But let's say, yeah, vanishing point is somewhere here-ish, and somewhere off the video screen, I guess. Fuck yeah, the viewport. Somewhere to the right. Oh yeah, I'm just doing this, but I'm moving all the way. Ah, fuck me, I molested my box. Horizon line is somewhere here, let's say. So why doesn't this work? Why does that look so off? Ah, I see. Because it's not facing towards the horizon line. This is a box that can't exist on this plane. It still has to, like over here, these boxes still have to go towards the horizon line, right? An incorrect box here would be something similar to this, where it's, what would be the equivalent? Oh, it's like this. Right? Bit fucky, but same thing. Like, let's say if this is the bottom box, and this one's the top one. This one's on the plane, because it's still... The vanishing points the vanishing points for these are still on the horizon line. That's the main thing. Vanishing point for this is not on the horizon line, you know? For one of them is literally off the horizon line, and there's no indication. Even if this thing was slightly tilted like that, bam, there you go, we fixed it. Just if we change this plane to be even slightly facing the horizon line, now it is 100% in the same perspective, and this could just be something that's closer than this. But yeah, it doesn't make much sense with how it is now, so there you go. Lesson learned. Okay, and I guess we'll just keep going. Maybe we can try something like that again. See if even if I wanted to do something front facing like this, I'm thinking, and I guess my pen is running out of ink, or it's just that specific part. Yeah, even if let's say I did have a front facing plane, right? This thing is, because this one technically is too, but let's just say, yeah, this is not in the horizon line, and I want to establish that it is. Really, I think it would just be a matter of doing something like this, no? Would that not be the case? I think it would. Because technically these are all should still be on the same plane. Horizon line is somewhere here. This thing is just we're seeing the bottom and we're seeing the front. We're not seeing the sides, and this makes sense because these are converging onto these two at the vanishing point somewhere in this general horizon line, just like this is maybe a bit further away of a convergence. I would say that makes sense. It's why even something up here can just look like it's in front, right? So we could even do something like but as I was saying, I am curious as to what your individual processes are when it comes to focusing and really trying to use your brain. When it comes to art, now see, I guess now it looks like it's stacked on top of this, albeit, I guess it's albeit, a bit awkwardly, but yeah, I'm trying to think, even something like, uh, that line was a bit of a mistake, should have been zooming out. Yeah, even this, I'd like to think makes sense. I could actually be very wrong with all this, so please do keep that in mind, right? I'm learning just as much, or I'm in the process of learning just as much as you guys are in the process of learning, so none of this is final? That doesn't make any sense. It's the bottom, it's the bottom. Why doesn't that make any sense? Trying to think. What about that does not make any sense? Is it the lines? The lines being awkward actually. Oh, it's because it's diverging. There you go. Yeah, I was diverging the lines. I hadn't realized. Also, I realized that in so many of my videos I'm bitching about the camera shaking, but lo and behold, iPhone stabilization is actually much better than what I see in the viewport. There you go. Now that makes sense. I'd like to think. I just get rid of this, and we just try to really think about the fact that this is the line. Yeah, and this is also converging a bit too much, so this line should be that. Now, is that correct? Should be. Fuck, this is fucking with me. Let me get rid of this as well. Okay, is that correct? I'm trying to think. I think it might be. I think the lines don't help as well. Like this line is also making it look a bit wonky. But I think it might be correct. Okay. I'm gonna do one more and then we'll just do half cylinder, half box in terms of the stacking at the very least. Okay. Trying to think. Is that Oh, that definitely doesn't make sense. So there's some angles. It's not just this top one. They still have to follow the fact that there's a plane here. So this should actually be more. Okay, if I was trying to turn it, if I was trying to do this, but actually have it seem as if it's in space correctly. Ah, I see. The bottom would be more like that. Would that be more correct? I think that would be more correct. This one makes it seem tilted, which doesn't seem right. Maybe if I try redrawing that. Somehow it's already been 40 minutes. So wouldn't this be more like... Yeah, I think it's a wider... Yeah, there you go. Trying to think if that makes sense. I mean, to be honest, I always have the opportunity to come back to this because this is already halfway through this warm-up. So I'll just come back to this. Let my brain rest on it. I'm just thinking really hard right now. Let me just try to visualize this. So if I took this box and I wanted to turn it this way, wouldn't this be something like... No, because look, that's coming out of the plane. That's wrong. So would it be like... So if this is turn, and this one's here, this one's here. That's not right either. Again, I'm turning it. Oh, okay, because this is where it'd be, so it'd be like. Nope, still not correct. Let's try one more. Again, like we're just rotating this like so. This side. Yeah, wouldn't it be like? I think that is correct. I know the proportions are different because this side is obviously supposed to be the long side, but I'm just trying to think about it. Oh, let me take a break, and then I'll do some more cylinders here. This is good. I mean, for coming back from a weekend where I didn't sleep well, my brain was very resistant to cognitive effort. This isn't bad. Okay, I guess I'm still under stacking. Should I start here and then go over there? Sure. I still gotta do my fucking top right shit. And I'll do that with which one was it? What's it called? Stack and queue boxes and cylinders. Yes, I'll make that the top right one. That will be very good. Sehr gut. Let me get that shit out of the way. Okay, let me do some cylinder stacking now. I know this technically isn't what is part of the quote unquote broken draw curriculum, but this is actually just really good practice in general when it comes to the drawing through or imagining the draw through with your cylinders. Very difficult, let it be known. Which is why visualizing is important, because I didn't do it as well as I could have there. And this now looks disjointed from this. Why? Because uh, this cylinder is smaller than this one, right? So that's why it's important to imagine that these are all connected. This is something new and risky I've decided to try, and it's Resulted in a relative failure, but that's okay because it's experimentation, right? Who the fuck is messaging me? It's Google Photos. This is actually great practice for drawing anything that looks like a pipe, right? So even something like oh, fuck that up. Fuck that up. And then let's see. Something like that. IDK. I don't know. Okay, let's try again. Yeah, I'm well aware it's not this type of stacking, but just might as well keep trying, right? It's a sort of cylinder stacking, which is also really good in building perspective skills. I'm probably murmuring that. Perspective skills. Okay, I'm thinking go down here once more. It is, as you can tell, it's getting smaller and smaller because I'm still working on my proportioning. But TBH, fam. Ligma. That's right. I said it. I said the thing. And that was a bit too thin. But that was a bit of a mistake. But that was also a new mistake, which I'm happy about. Okay. So this is what I've always struggled with, so let's think it through, right? Lines are getting noise and unnecessarily tick. LFG. That's not bad. Nothing incredible, but definitely a work in progress, right? And aren't we all works in progress? Hashtag stay safe, hashtag self love, hashtag what is it? Foam bath? Fuck? Isn't that the fucking retarded shit that girls do? Like the shit because they get on Instagram, right? At least a few girls from my school that I follow back in the day, they have that shit. I'm having a self love day. I'm gonna throw bubbles into a bath and just fucking corrode my body with chemicals. Hashtag self love. Let me also drink copious amounts of alcohol in the name of self love. It's hilarious. It's the whole rupee core aesthetic. Very, very, very disgusting. Absolutely abysmal. And slightly poetic. No pun intended. I mean, clearly there was a pun intended. Anyways. Just finish the fucking drawing. Just finish the drawing. Okay, this episode, quote unquote, it's so weird calling it episode still. But I'm just gonna have this go on a bit longer because I need to get my fucking top right drawing. Why don't I even just do some like that? What are these called again? Contour manipulation? That's what Antonio calls them, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Let's make them a bit unique. There you go. That already kind of looks interesting. And then we could just like that. Now you might be wondering, what does that have to do with cylinder stacking per se? It doesn't. I completely got sidetracked. So let me continue. Cool. And now maybe I can... Ah, that's incorrect. That curve is way too long. It needed to have been like this. Yeah, see? Cut this off. Yeah, that's correct. Wait, I told myself I wouldn't lift the page up anymore, and so I shall not. This is completely off perspective. Yeah, that's the thing, when your eye can see more than your hand can do, it's very easy to feel frustrated. But I think that's where we allow ourselves the opportunity to turn that frustration into ejaculate, which is exactly what I've done. Every single line that you see is a product of every single gystain that I've produced. So please be considerate, and if anything, be polite. Okay. So then a few of these. I guess I could do a few box ones now. Yeah, I still get tripped up over making my lines even now. That's why I like to go back to these basics, because as you can see, drawing a simple box or cylinder and nothing more complex whatsoever, from what I experience, right? My experience, therefore nobody's telling me actually you're wrong. So, in my experience, which is objective fact, uh, it's a lot more difficult to hide your mistakes when all you have are straight lines and curves in conjunction with straight lines, i.e., boxes and cylinders. So, what is it that you have to do? You have to make sure that your lines are clean, that your perspective is clean, that everything adds up. This is actually why I find people who can draw mechs so incredible, right? Because mechs and hard surface in general is the sort of ultimate test of your perspective. It's actually, people say organic's harder. I personally find it's not that it's easier, it's that you can get away with more mistakes, in my opinion. And I guess it also comes down to the more skilled of an artist you are, the more your mistakes look more refined, right? Kim Jong-il, when he practices, he's always going on about how this, or when he used to practice, but he would always go on about how this is a mistake, this is a mistake, this is a mistake. But, and as the audience, and as an artist especially, I can see what he is saying in terms of quote unquote things being mistakes. But again, at his level, and any artist whose fundamentals are very good, their level of mistakes will be much more forgivable, right, than any mistakes that you and I, if you're a beginner like me, will create. So, this is the type of conversation that my girlfriend finds extremely fucking boring. She says explicitly, when you talk about art shit, I zone out. So, I hope you're having a wonderful zone out session, my love, Mary Jam. Because I fucking made a mistake because of you, you piece of shit. I'm gonna fucking beat you up. I will abuse domestically thanks to what you've done to me in this instance. Okay. I don't know where I'm going with this one, but I guess let's stretch it out a bit. Well, we're just practicing boxes being stacked technically, right? And technically I am stacking them. Here's a more legitimate stack if that's what you were hoping for. I guess we're converging the perspective now a little bit. Even though this one actually ended up being a bit off, we can fraud that. Yeah, let's just make this line thicker. There you go, it's frauded now. I guess that's the thing, you can also quote, fix mistakes. Right? So, yeah. Okay. That's something, right? One thing though, when I was like looking at people's opinions of Bahubali, God, I guess Bollywood really just has a reputation of being kind of nonsensical or not good, which is odd because Bollywood has a lot of good movies that aren't action oriented whatsoever. But it's really funny, and by funny I mean fucking annoying. Seeing people, I guess it's Redditors, right? If I just cope that they're all fat neckbeards, I will care less about their opinion. But and they're all like, "It was surprisingly good. It was surprisingly had a heartfelt story." And I'm like, "The fuck did you expect? Did you surprisingly expect to come in your pants as well? Because I sure didn't, and yet I sure did." So it's understandable. Also, this perspective is off. Yeah, now that I look at it, wow, that's very off. But yeah, these are the mistakes you have to account for, right? Also, that music is really stuck in my head, bro. There you go. Uneven and stuff, but it is what it is. Let's see. You guys want to see stacked boxes, right? I'll give you stacked boxes. I'll fucking give you all the stacked boxes. You pieces of shits. Fucking ungrateful swines. Here's your stacked boxes. You're fucking happy? They're also slightly adjusted boxes. Yeah, even my perspective here is also pretty meh, but working on it. This shit's starting to hurt my head. After I do the same perspective for too long, I end up just losing it, which is also something that needs to be worked on, right? And my lines as well. I'm gonna leave this one like this because I have lost the perspective in my mind, which is basically already a losing battle. Guess that'll just be the attachment. I don't know what the fuck this is. Let's just do this. There you go. Right? What is that? Nobody knows, but let's do another one. Yeah, this episode's probably gonna be an hour and 20 minutes. Oh, wait. I'm a fucking moron. Here's my top right. I'm a fucking idiot. Okay, this will be my last one. So let's make it good, I guess. Okay. Gotta have some alluring thumbnails. Right? Wait, let me actually take a break for water and the spacing effect. Okay, cool. All right, let's see, I guess, what kind of interesting things I can do with just boxes. Right, that's the thing. This is just boxes. So, well, I am doing a lot of subtractions, right? Yeah, I'm doing a lot of subtractions. Cool. That was supposed to be a box connected, but I don't know if it really comes across like that. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of subtractions, so let's at least finish this. Maybe I can start doing some box additions as well. Let's see. Okay, I have an idea here. Let's try to bring it to fruition. Okay, that's a good first step. Hmm. This is good practice into thinking ahead as well. And being patient, because not all of us can think ahead extremely fast, right? So we could do something like not perfect, but not bad. I see. I fucked up that perspective there. Tendency of mine. There you go. I guess I'm trying to make it look like it's connected. Right? There you go. I know I already kind of fucked up here with this line, but I think I can make it work by... Oh, fuck it, just doing that. Let's just say that's glass. Yeah, now that's glass. Sure. I know that's not a box, but I just want to add it there. Because why not? I don't really know what I'm doing with this, but I'm trying to do something. And maybe this can be a little cylinder pipe that's connected. Right? Maybe. If it comes across like that. Probably doesn't come across like that. But whatever. Cool. I guess I'm adding shadows. No idea. Okay, what did I do here? I don't even know what the fuck I was doing. Oh, this. Wait, what the fuck was I doing? Brother, what? Okay, sure. I guess I'm just gonna do this. Yep, that was an accident. And let's just... There you go, something like that. Okay, but it's not over yet, because this is big. Now we need medium and small. Or is this small? No, that can't be small. What I mean by that is there's apparently something called big, medium, and small when it comes to design. And my understanding, for the time being, because I literally don't know anything about it, just from reading some comments people have given me regarding critiques of my art, right? They just said this was like a building WOD. They just said, this individual just said, try utilizing big, medium, and small. So, with that in mind, I will try utilizing big, medium, and small. That's it. Yeah, again, I don't know what I'm doing with the shading. I'm just hoping this time I don't overwork it. What the fuck is going on here? Ah, there you go. That makes sense now. And that one as well. Okay, cool. Let's fix that. Okay, so big, medium, and small. I guess we'll just make this bigger. Right? Maybe we'll have something like this. Right. This can go, I guess, down like that. And maybe down like this. Cool. And this can be a connection of sorts. Still really trying to think about the perspective, let it be known. It gets harder once things get bigger, but then I could do something like that. See, now that's not centered. So I decided, like, I knew that wasn't going to be centered when I was putting the line down, but this is how you work with your mistakes. Because now I can do this. Right, now that's more centered. And we have an interesting little thing here. Do that, do that. Bring this back there. This could actually even be a connection like so. Ta-da, something, right? It is something. Is it anything decent? That is for the interpreters, i.e. you, the audience, to make that call. Okay, and then what else could I do? Maybe I could do something like this. Something like that. I fucked this up, so let's fix that. Just even it out here. If that's what it's gonna be, let's just, there you go. Okay, and then I guess just add another ellipse here for shits and giggles. What else? What else could I do? What's another shape I could be adding? I think this is okay. This can be my thumbnail. It looks interesting enough, whatever. But for my own sake, why don't I do this? Cool. Then we get something like that. No. Maybe stop right there. Maybe. I guess that's all right. And then let's just join them up. Okay, it doesn't really look joined anymore. Ah, fuck it. Let's just. Sure. And what else could we do? I guess maybe I'll just add a little base here and call it a day. Wait. I don't want to fuck that perspective up. I mean, I don't want to fuck that perspective up. There you go. Hopefully that was enunciated better. Again, doesn't make sense, but I don't care. Something like that. Ignore it all, kill me. Okay, and then we can have, again, another little cylinder going through. Yeah, as you can see, the perspective can get lost in a lot of ways, but I guess as long as you do your best, that's all that matters, right? I think that looks pretty interesting. Obviously, I know line weight, it's all over the place. Shadows don't really make sense. That's still stuff I'm figuring out. I mean, maybe if I get rid of this shadow, will that make a difference? Or if I expand this shadow? I think that did. Yeah, I think that did. So if we just shadow this as well. I don't know. I honestly don't know anymore. I will learn about lighting. I'm actually gonna revamp their beginner roadmap and added a bunch of shit. So I'm actually probably gonna go through that as well. I don't know how much of it I'm gonna go through one by one. I'm probably just gonna go through what I need to work on. Honestly, my only critique is the fact that it's really nice, but it seems to be primarily for digital. I don't want to print out a bunch of papers. That's my biggest thing. I genuinely don't want to print out a bunch of papers. So that's something that's unfortunate. Okay, I think I'm just overworking this at this point. So let's continue doing that. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just add some rendering. There you go, whatever. It's done, yay! I don't know what the fuck this ended up being, but it's okay. I actually like it quite a bit. Yeah, let's do that. Make it a bit more shallow. Fuck. Okay. And that is this thingamajiggy that I have drawn. So thank you for watching. You most likely didn't enjoy it. If anything, you were most definitely bored halfway through, if not within the first couple minutes. I assumed you skipped around here and there, right, to see if there was anything interesting happening. You probably paused at moments which were compelling, like me drawing this thing or me drawing that thing, whatever. But overall, it's most likely the truth that nobody's actually watching till the end. So I can just say whatever I want. I'm going to start saying a bunch of slurs. My favorite slur is, as always, keep drawing, and please give me money. Thank you.